two language, whatever we are discussing. So 200 National Policy of Education 2015. In this, the government has decided to have 33 educational themes. Now, in that 13 belongs to the school level and 20 belongs to the higher education level. So, in that school level, we have discussed somewhere 4. Now, coming back to the 5th one, revamping teacher education for quality teachers. What do you mean by revamping? Completely a drastic change. Okay. So what happens is that education, when you run a school, apart from the students' point of view, apart from the infrastructure point of view, even from the teachers' point of view, sometimes you might have come across that in many of the schools, the students are unable to get the to teach languages. I think you would have come across that many schools, they will not be having the teachers to teach certain content subjects, and sometimes they will not be having teachers to teach languages. So even what happens at the end of the day, the desired outcomes among the students will not be achieved. So you don't find the learning outcomes among the students, and this is also one of the reasons. So there have been many strategies, many initiatives have been taken in order to have a regular trained teachers to teach at the school level and also at the secondary level to teach science, math and languages. Okay. And also what happens is that now many initiatives have been taken by the government in order to improve the quality of pre-service and in-service teacher. Okay. Enhancing the status of teaching as a profession, improving teachers' motivation and their accountability for ensuring learning outcomes. See, why most of the parents, they opt for private schools rather than the government schools because of the accountability of the teachers. Because here the teachers in private institutions, teachers are held accountable, whereas in the government the teachers will not be held accountable. So here, in order to get the desired outcomes of among the students, so many initiatives have been taken to enhance the quality of teaching, and also the quality of pre-service, in-service teachers, and also the many innovative methods have been introduced by the government, and that will be told to the teachers, pre-service and in-service teachers, by going for the workshops, okay, by giving them the different tactics, how to deal with the students of different kinds according to the needs of the students, okay, so that at the end of the day, and also holding teachers accountable for ensured learning outcomes among the students. Ante previously government teachers, among government teachers, the teachers were not held accountable for the learning outcomes among the students. And in case if the student doesn't get good marks, the teachers never used to be held accountable. So even that will be taken into account. Henceforth, in order to improve the quality of education, by giving them all the facilities that are required for the teacher for their teaching purpose, and also by providing all the facilities, and also by holding them accountable for the ensured learning outcomes among the students. Did you get my point? Did you get my point? Ante, see, in simple words, after giving all the facilities and after improving the quality of education among the pre-service and in-service teachers, okay, and giving them all the facilities, okay, required for their teaching purpose, according to the needs of the students, the teachers will be held accountable for the ensured learning outcomes among the students. In case if the learning outcomes among the students are not achieved, then the teachers will be held accountable. Did you get my point? Previously, it was not found in government schools, but now even this particular step has been taken by the government to improve the quality of education. So henceforth, the teachers will be held accountable if the desired outcomes among the students is not achieved. Did you get my point? What happened?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Why the class is so silent?
Understood, ma'am.
How about other students? Bhargavi, Bhavani, అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా నేను చెప్పింది?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Nitesh, Bhavani, what happened?
yeah,
Are you able to
your
follow?
voice is little bit low, ma'am.
Then why these people are not giving response? Bhagyashree? Understood. What I said just now, did you follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Hope you have followed. Okay. I don't know today what happened. ఈరోజు ఏంటి సోమవారం మౌనవ్రతం అందరిది? భార్గవి,
మేడం మీ వాయిస్ కొంచెం లో వస్తుంది మ్యామ్.
మై గుడ్నెస్, నా వాయిస్ లో వస్తుందా? ఓకే, నా ఇస్ ఇట్ ఆడిబుల్? నేను గట్టిగా మాట్లాడితే ఏంటంటే మీకు కొంచెం ఎక్కువ హై ఇది అనిపిస్తుందని నేను కొంచెం have lowered my voice. Okay, now is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Say yes or no. If it is not audible, once again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. If it is not audible, please let me know. So, ఇక్కడ revamping teacher education for quality. Okay, fine. Now the sixth one is accelerating rural literacy with special emphasis on women, SC/STs and minorities through adult education and national open schooling system. See, what happens is that though now many things have been done by the government in order to enhance the quality of education and also enhance the literacy rate, but still you could see that the literacy rate is not up to the mark, because what happens, many people are there, many women are there, many people belonging to this SC/ST and minorities. So they, because of their financial crisis and because of their commitments, they would not be able to come to school. They would not be able to go for the regular, they might have not gone to schools. Okay. So in order to overall bring the literacy rate up, enhance the literacy rate up, here government has started in the rural areas the adult education and national open schooling system. Ante enti morning in the weekly ones or in the evening sessions, the people who couldn't continue their studies or who did not go to school because of the financial crisis or whatever maybe the personal reasons. So here the government is giving them the chance to educate themselves by giving the chance through adult education and also through national open school system. So what happens here? The people who are, what do you mean by marginalized groups? What do I marginalized groups? Marginalization, segregation,
who are not involved in the society, ma'am.
That's what. And who have not been taken into consideration. Okay. అంటే వాళ్ళకు కొంచెం పక్కన పెట్టడం. మార్జినలైజేషన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ క్లాస్ లోనే in case if the certain group of people belonging to the either minorities or some different category, okay, they will be marginalized. Generally, what happens, children with disability will be marginalized. Okay, marginalized is nothing but previously people belonging to minorities, SC/ST, backward, economical backward and all those things, they were marginalized economically. People coming from the rural areas, they were marginalized. So here this adult education and open schooling system has been started to enhance the literacy rate, and many programs have been introduced, many educational program has been introduced by the government to enhance the literacy rate, especially the people living in the rural areas and and marginalized groups. Marginalized groups are nothing but people living in the rural areas and who will not be a part of the activities that take place in the society. అంటే ఇప్పుడు అందరూ ఒక దగ్గర ఉండి కొంతమంది అసలు వాళ్ళు ఇన్క్లూడ్ కారు, వాళ్ళని ఎవరు పట్టించుకోరు, వాట్ ఎవర్ మే బి ద రీజన్. It may be the reason of the caste, it may be the reason of the religion, it may be the reason of the financial status, or it may be the reason of whatever it may be. So those people hesitate to take part in the social activities in the society, and even the society will not include them in the activities. So such people, generally such group of people are called as marginalized. Already I have discussed what is marginalization. So దీని వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే వీళ్ళు because of that these people during their young age or during their school going age, they might have not attended the schools, and few people they might have not gone to school because of n number of reasons. So because of that only the literacy rate in most of the states have completely gone down. So, and especially in Telangana. So what happens? So in order to enhance the literacy rate, the adult education and the open school system has been started by the government, so that every person will get the chance to educate themselves. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. ఎవరైనా ఒకరు ఎస్ ఆర్ నో అని చెప్పండి. మీకు తెలుసా ఊర్లలో అడల్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఉంటుంది అంటే వాట్ మీన్ బై అడల్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్? నేను చెప్పిన వాట్ మీన్ బై అడల్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్? ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ?
Education important, like those who had got chance in earlier years to get educated.
I did not hear anything. I don't know what happened. It's your voice is not audible.
Ma'am, adult education means
Wait. Yeah, Shweta, tell me. Shiva Jyoti, tell me. You wanted to tell something, Shiva Jyoti.
The people who are not educated, madam, but they are getting education in open school system, madam. I think Sunday schools in villages, some adults are not educated. To such type of people, they are getting education in Sundays, like that, madam. They are called adult education.
Yeah, Bhargavi, night schools also. Night schools also, ma'am. Yeah. All these. Why do you think that all these schemes and the programs and the policies have been started by the government? To ensure that the literacy rate in the state shoots up, and maximum people, whether they belong to the marginalized group or the economically backward or whatever may be the reason, those who couldn't get education, everyone will get the chance to educate themselves and take the advantage of the policies and the schemes that has been started by the government. And the programs are nothing but sometimes you may call it as a night school or adult education or open schooling system. Is it clear? Yes or no? Okay, fine. I myself will say yes, because today I don't know if people are not giving response. Promotion of ICT systems in school and adult education. So let me tell you why this ICT has become a part and parcel of school curriculum. Because here I said now, teachers who change themselves, teachers who change their teaching strategies, who are innovative and creative in their teaching strategies, definitely will be the teacher according to the needs of the present society. And the teachers who are very stubborn, who doesn't want to change their teaching strategies, who doesn't want to be innovative, okay, who doesn't want to adapt to the new technologies by taking the advantage of ICT. So what is that here? You are implementing, so integrating the ICT in your teaching practice, okay. While teaching the students, you are integrating ICT, and then you are teaching the topic, making use of the latest technology. And I said now, whatever nowadays you have smart classes, you have digital classes. What happens here? The concept learning among the students would be more compared to your normal classroom. Okay, classroom transactions, of course it will fetch, but wherever it is possible, the thing, if you integrate ICT in your teaching and learning, definitely you could get the desired outcomes among the students. And this is what the government has done. Promotion of ICT systems in school and adult education. See, what happens is that the national policy on ICT provide development of the holistic framework for ICT support in the school system. For that purpose, I think you might have done మీరు ICT, I think you have prepared na ICT record, digital plans, 3M1 and 2M1.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did we make you to make use of this ICT while teaching the period plans? Because you should know how to make use of the ICT in your teaching practice. You should be able to apply that technology while you regularly go to the school, and while you are teaching a particular topic. If at all it is possible to teach making use of ICT, if it has very good impact, then you should be aware. You should be aware how to make use of the latest technology, and for that purpose, it has been included in the B.Ed curriculum. Uttiga include cheyaledu endukante few topics, few things will be there where if you make use of the latest technology, then teaching would have good impact and even the learning would have good impact. Did you get my point? So, according to the government, the main objective of the government is to make use of the best technology that can be used for both adult and school education and share the best practices. For that purpose, ICT has been included in your curriculum, so that even as a teacher, as future teachers, you should be well aware of how to integrate ICT in your teaching learning process. Okay, so that the learning outcomes and the desired outcomes among the students will be achieved to the maximum level. Okay, this is the latest technology, and every teacher and the government has tried to integrate this ICT at the school level and even at the adult education, even in the adult education. Did you get my point? Yes sir, no baba. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
How many of you now? మీ ఇంట్లో ఎవరైనా డాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారా?
No, ma'am.
ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా మీ పేరెంట్స్ కానీ ఎవరైనా డాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు? మీ రిలేటివ్ డాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారా? ఎవరది? సాయి భవానీ. ఎస్. Tell me, Bhavani, who is it?
Ma'am, yes, but not for that one, ma'am.
మీ ఇంట్లో ఎవరైనా డాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారా? తెలిసిన డాక్టర్స్ ఎందుకు అడుగుతున్నాను చెప్పండి.
ఉన్నారు మ్యామ్.
గవర్నమెంట్ డాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారా?
ఉస్మానియా ఆర్టీసీ.
అంత దూరమా? ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ లేరా? దగ్గర ఎక్కడ లేరా?
లేరు మ్యామ్.
ఉస్మానియాలో ఉన్నారా? ఓకే.
లేదా యశోద.
యశోద అక్కడ వెళ్తే మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ రాము. Because I have to get the second dose of vaccination, and now they have put it only in the government hospitals. And today when I just inquired, where Panastalipuram, Ayat Nagar and
Kottapet only they are giving, ma'am. In Kottapet only.
Ivatam లేదు ma'am, ఇవ్వట్లేదు. Opening ఇవ్వడం లేదు, మెడిసిన్స్ ఇవ్వడం లేదు. Because all the private hospitals because they are losing money. Okay, fine. We'll see. Okay, coming to this next point. New knowledge, pedagogies and approaches for teaching of science, math and technology in school education to improve learning outcomes of students. You might have come across that many students, they will not be that good at math and science. And let me tell you, few students, right from the day one, they will be interested in few subjects. And few students, this is my experience and you have to give response. Few students, because the students, those who are interested right from the beginning regarding about a particular subject, so after few years, they may not get that interest in continuing that, learning that subject or in studying that subject. But whereas the students, those who were not at all interested in few subjects in the beginning, later they develop interest in in studying those subjects. What would be the reason? Come on, tell me, any one of you. What? Tell me why.
Ma'am, it may be due to the teaching techniques of the teacher, and like moreover the students find the subject related to his daily chores and all.
That's what. See, what happens is that, let me tell you, apart from the interest from the students, if few students right from the day one, they will be interested in a particular subject. And let me tell you, the students, in order to enhance the interest among the students in a particular subject, see, they are getting the desired outcomes from the students with respect to a particular subject depends mostly on the students and on the teachers as well. It is in the hands of the teachers. Please remember this. Please listen carefully. It is in the hands of the teachers to develop interest among the students in a particular subject, whether it is a math, science, or language, by motivating the students and also by making use of all the latest technologies and the different strategies according to the needs of the students. The students develop interest in a particular subject, okay, mostly because of the way the teacher teaches in the class. And sometimes the subject which you are more interested, later you may lose because the teaching method and the strategies used by the teacher may not be attractive. So what here government the particular objective of this particular scheme is here, by providing all the latest technologies, okay, and making use of the different strategies, so that the most of the students who fail in the 10th examination and most of the students who hesitate to take higher secondary level to they hesitate to take science and math, that is in inter, okay, because they have not developed the interest in these subjects. Which subjects? Science and math. And in 10th standard, you could see that maximum students, they fail in the maths and science because they haven't developed interest. And why they haven't developed interest? Maximum because of the attitude of the teacher, because of the strategies and the methods used by the teacher in teaching this subject. Do you accept it or not?
Yes, madam.
Okay. As a teacher, what you are supposed to do, subject అదే ఉంటుంది. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ ని ఒక టీచర్ చెప్తే అర్థం కాదు, ఇంకొక టీచర్ చెప్తే అర్థం అవుతుంది అంటాము. అంటే సబ్జెక్ట్ అదే ఉంటుంది. టీచర్స్ కి సబ్జెక్ట్ మారదు. కానీ the way the teachers present the subject, the way the teacher uses the different type of methods, strategies, okay, the teacher has to be very innovative. She has to completely change her strategies. If one strategy doesn't work, okay, among the students, then instead of repeating the same strategy, she has to make use of the different strategies which suits the students, so that the students arouse interest in the particular subject. Otherwise, whatever may be the subject, if you don't develop the interest among the students in the subject, then you don't get the desired outcomes. So this is what, according to this, making use of the better outcome, innovative and diversity of approaches in matters of curriculum, pedagogies, and use of teaching technology to improve the learning levels. Apart from the teacher teaching by making use of the different strategies, she has to make use of the different pedagogies and use of technologies. Maximum, see, wherever it is possible to tell in a theoretical way, you have to make use of the theoretical. Wherever it is possible to tell in a practical way, there you have to make use of the practical. And wherever the teacher gets the chance to make use of the activities in order to make the concept clear, there the teacher has to make use of the activities. This type of teaching, making use of the latest technology, okay, making use of having a curriculum where the student gets involved, child-centered curriculum, there the desired outcomes would be found among the students. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
అంటే లెర్నింగ్ అవుట్కమ్స్ రావాలి అంటే కరికులం అలాగే ఉండాలి. యాక్టివిటీ బేస్డ్ కరికులం ఉండాలి. ప్రాక్టికల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ కరికులం ఉండాలి. ద టీచర్ హ్యాస్ టు మేక్ యూస్ ఆఫ్ ద లేటెస్ట్ టెక్నాలజీస్, ఓకే. She has to make use of different strategies, okay, and also innovative methods according to the needs of the students. And activity-based curriculum should be there, so that the students get involved. Instead of passive learning, there should be an active learning. If the active learning is there, then what do you mean by active learning? Shivajyoti, what do you mean the active learning?
Student should be play a main role, madam, rather than a teacher.
యాక్టివ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ నేను ఒక్కదాన్ని అరవడం కన్నా
Practical experience should be there, and teacher student center learning is very important, madam.
అంటే యాక్టివిటీ బేస్డ్ లెర్నింగ్, దట్ ఇంటరాక్షన్ షుడ్ బి దేర్. ఓకే, దట్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ దే హ్యావ్ టు ఇంటరాక్ట్, దే హ్యావ్ టు డిస్కస్ విత్ ద టీచర్స్ అండ్ దే హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ దేర్ ఒపీనియన్, సజెషన్. సో ఇలాంటి స్కోప్ ఇస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ గుడ్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ టు ద స్టూడెంట్స్ టు డెవలప్ దేర్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ స్కిల్, రీజనింగ్ స్కిల్. నేను చెప్పింది మీరు యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మీరు బుర్రలో ఎక్కించుకుంటే అది కాదు, మీరు అర్థం అనలిటికల్ స్కిల్స్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి. యాజ్ ఎ టీచర్ I have to develop the analytical skills. And on what basis will I develop the analytical skills? By giving them the activities. Activity-based learning. Activity-based learning is the learning where the students tend to develop the skill, analytical skills. How it will happen? Why it will happen? Okay, when it will happen? So when you are able to answer this, then you get the good concept of the particular topic. You get my point. Okay. School standards, school assessment and school management system. What's the time? I'm unable to see the time over here. What's the time?
1 o'clock, ma'am.
Okay, please let me know if it is 1:20. See, what happens is that you might have come across the assessment which was done for the students was not up to the mark. Only the paper pencil assessment was done in the previous years. So such type of assessments will not fetch the desired outcome. Overall development could not be seen in a child when you only go for the paper pencil test. So in order to have the overall development, means scholastic, non-scholastic, curricular, extracurricular or co-curricular, whatever it may be, the student overall development is nothing but when the student gets exposure of both curricular activities and extracurricular activities, okay, and co-curricular activities, whatever it may be. So here, when the child gets the exposure of all such activities, then you could see the overall development in a child. So here, there is a need, okay, school assessment, all of functioning, including scholastic and co-scholastic domains, physical infrastructure, faculty management, school leadership, learning outcomes and satisfaction of the pupils and their parents, guardians. Okay, you could see the better performance. And in the school, in case if you want to see, what would be the reason for the development in a school? Here, not only the school students play a vital role. Many things are the factors for the development. If you say that this particular school is good, on what basis? What do you consider to say to decide that this school is very good in all aspects? What all the other aspects you have? Then you say that the school functioning, scholastic and co-scholastic domains, and scholastic, co-scholastic areas, physical infrastructure of the school, faculty management, the school leadership, learning outcomes and satisfaction of the pupils and their parents, guardians. And ఒక స్కూల్ బాగుంది, this is the best school I have ever seen, and this is the school actually we can say that which is good in all aspects. What do you mean by all aspects? When you look into the infrastructure of the physical infrastructure of the school management, the teachers, okay, the technology, okay, and what the school functioning, okay, then scholastic and the co-scholastic domains, okay, learning outcomes and the satisfaction of the pupils. And what do you mean by the students should be satisfied? How can we satisfy? When we give the exposure of all kinds of activities, academic activities and non-academic activities. Here overall development would be seen. So such schools will be there, and assessment should not be done only on the paper pencil test. It should be done by covering all the areas. Already I said CC is only the system which can develop, which can be taken into consideration for the overall development of a child. Okay. Now, training of the district and block level. Okay, the school. See, what happens is that here, when you have observed a school, every block will have a head. What is that? ADP they say, and we have the in charge in charge we say vice principal, principal. For primary block we have one principal, and for a secondary we have one principal, then vice principal, then the block in charge. So what happens is that when you have a particular person in charge to monitor the functioning of the school, there you get the desired outcomes. See, what happens is the better management practices or using data in better monitor and support school performance, and to mobilize of using community resources and efforts to improve the school performances. What are the current experiences and how can they be better to achieve the tangible results? And see, it's not that easy by one person to look into all the things in the school. The headmaster cannot run a school on his own without taking the help of the other supporters. And who all are the other supporters? Let me tell you, a vice principal should be there, okay? And even the block in charge should be there. And even in case you would have come across in very good schools, they will have the class in charge. And what do you mean by class in charge? Every class will have some 4 to 5 sections, and those 5 sections will be under the control of a particular teacher. She has to look into all the activities regarding the teachers, regarding the noting the students' performance, and that particular here a particular person will be there to monitor the performance of the teachers and also to monitor the performance of the students, and also all the activities that are related to it. So when you have a block level in charges will be there. So when such monitoring will be done, definitely you see that the outcomes of the child would be found almost in all the students, and also the good results would be there in that particular school. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, at least you have an idea that block in charge, vice principal, class in charge, ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయని ఐడియా ఉందా మీకు?
Yes, ma'am. Like principal, vice principal and supervisor idea undindi కానీ block in charge తెలియదు ma'am.
అంటే block in charge is nothing but sometimes what happens is that the number of sections are more. So primary block, secondary block అని ఉంటుంది. And apart from that, in order to get the desired outcome, in order to monitor each class, it's not that easy. Decentralization అంటే ఏంటి, ఒక్కరు అంతా మేనేజ్ చేయలేరు. అందుకే ఏం చేస్తారు, వాళ్ళు క్లాస్ వైజ్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ చెప్తారు. క్లాస్ వైజ్ అంటే ఫిఫ్త్ క్లాస్ అంటే ఒక్క క్లాస్ ఉండదు. That class will have some 5 to 6 sections. So that all the teachers going to that class will be will be monitored by the class in charge. And what all the activities regarding the extracurricular activities and regarding the performance of the students and everything. So what happens here, this class in charge is accountable to the principal. The class in charge is accountable
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
the parents. The teachers are accountable to the class in charge. అంటే ఒక హెడ్ మాస్టర్, ఒక ప్రిన్సిపల్ కి ఇవన్నీ చూడడానికి కొన్ని ఏమవుతాయంటే కొన్ని some becomes negligible, and some she has to pay attention, and sometimes because of the scarcity of the time she will not be able to focus on all the things. But what happens at the end of the day, performance of the school goes down. So in order to uplift the performance of the students, so in order to monitor, in order to have the good performance, from all the students, there will be a class in charge, there will be a block in charge, there will be vice principal, there will be the principal. So what happens, andarki accountability ani untundi. The teachers will be accountable not only to the class in charge but also to the vice principal and the principal. And the class in charge will be accountable to vice principal and the principal. And the vice principal will be accountable to the principal. And here the principal is accountable to the parents and the manager. Arthamayyinda?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Why Nitesh, Om Prakash, Rachna, why you people are very calm today? ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ 2 క్లాసెస్ లో సెమినార్స్ ఇచ్చారా ఏంటి? ఫస్ట్ 2 క్లాసెస్ లో సెమినార్ ఇచ్చారా?
ma'am.
ఆకలిస్తుందా? ఓకే ఫైన్. అర్థమైందా? అంటే అకౌంటబిలిటీ ఏంటంటే బ్లాక్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యాపన్ టు సీ గుడ్ స్కూల్స్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ ద క్లాస్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్, బ్లాక్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్, వైస్ ప్రిన్సిపల్. సో అకౌంటబిలిటీ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. అకౌంటబిలిటీ ఎక్కువ అవ్వగానే ఏమవుతుందంటే definitely performance, because the in-charge, the class in-charge will look into all the activities related to that particular class, so that she will be able to monitor each and every student's performance. For that purpose, you must have come across nowadays in per class, you will be not having more than 30 students, because the teacher cannot do justice to all the students. So max 30, below 30 is also fine. And above 30, the teacher will not be able to do justice to the students. Okay. The next one is enabling inclusive education of girls, SC/STs, minorities, and children with special needs. So this is also all these are done by the government in order to improve the literacy rate and also to give education to all the students. Maximum enrollment and maximum retention. That is the agenda of this particular National Policy of Education 2015. Maximum enrollment, maximum retention, and maximum literacy, and no poverty. Okay. So MDMS has been started, midday meal scheme has been started. Then according to Right to Education Act, free and compulsory education from 6 to 14 years. Okay. And all those schemes have been started. So now what happens? Education, inta manam free education ichina, still the accessibility and equity are too complex. Okay. While the gaps in the average environment between the disadvantaged groups like SC/ST, Muslims, girls, and children with special needs and the general population have decreased, there is still a considerably large gap in the learning levels, which is disadvantaged and economically weaker sections having significantly lower learning. Okay. See what happens. Okay. The government is trying its best for the maximum enrollment to enhance the literacy rate. Okay. By giving maximum facilities to the people. Okay. Belonging to the disadvantaged groups like SC/ST, Muslims, girls, and children with special needs. But still, what happens? Ivanni schemes start chesina tarvata, you could see that the gap between the general population and these ante enti kada SC/STs, girls, women with minority women, disadvantaged groups, children with ikkada entante enrollment previously there was a sufficient gap. Ante sufficient gap ante enti ikkada people belonging to the children belonging to the SC/STs, girls, minorities, and children with disability, they never used to enroll compared to the normal children. But after the implementation of many schemes and the policies, the gap between the normal children and the people belonging to the disadvantaged group has been reduced. But still, the area of concern is the learning outcomes. Still, you could see a gap is there between the learning outcomes among the general students compared to the students with economically backward or children belonging to the SC/STs or minorities or children with disabilities. Ante enti వీళ్ళలో రెండిట్లో గ్యాప్ చాలా తక్కువైంది. ఎన్రోల్మెంట్ మాక్సిమం నార్మల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఈ డిసేబుల్డ్ ఇంకా మైనారిటీస్ చిల్డ్రన్ ప్రీవియస్లీ చాలా గ్యాప్ ఉండేది, కానీ తర్వాత ఏమైంది? ద గ్యాప్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ టు డ్రాస్టిక్ లెవెల్. బట్ స్టిల్ what the government is observing is that the learning outcomes when it is compared with the normal children with the children with disabilities or minority, you could see the sufficient gap. Why this gap is there? Why the learning outcomes difference is found between these two groups? What is the first group? Normal children. And what is the second group here? Children with disabilities, okay, minority children or children belonging to the SC/STs. Enrollment maximum unna learning outcomes lo gap chala undi. Why this gap? And do you know that students who have this phobia, when they are not satisfied with the learning outcome, you could see that after certain level, you could see maximum dropouts. నేను చెప్పింది అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇవాళ కమ్ అక్రాస్ చాలా మంది ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి బిల్డింగ్ లో పనిచేస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఓకే, తర్వాత వేరే ఏదో మెకానిక్ అని ఇదని, వాళ్ళందరూ మీరు చూడండి, వాళ్ళందరూ చదువుకొని ఉంటారు. కానీ వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే 8th చదివినా, 9th చదివినా, 10th కంప్లీట్ చేయలేదు, ఓకే, 7th వరకు చదివినా. అంటే ఏంటి ఇక్కడ why you could see such dropouts? Because they are not satisfied. The learning outcomes లేదు అక్కడ. గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, మాక్సిమం స్కీమ్స్ ఇస్తుంది, ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఇస్తుంది, ప్రతిదీ ఫ్రీ ఉంది. ఇక్కడ ఎన్రోల్మెంట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. దెర్ ఇస్ నో గ్యాప్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ గ్రూప్స్, normal group and the disadvantaged group or the SC/ST group. But still, when you compare the learning outcomes, the gap is there. And because of this, what happens? The students, those who are not satisfied with their learning outcomes, you could see the dropouts. Okay, we need to examine current interventions in bridging the gender and social gaps and identify focus strategies for effective inclusion. అంటే లెర్నింగ్ అవుట్కమ్స్ లో తేడా రావడం వల్ల, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ ద లెర్నింగ్ అవుట్కమ్స్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద చిల్డ్రన్ దే ఆర్ లీవింగ్ ద ఎడ్యుకేషన్. They doesn't want to continue the education. They are discontinuing. So here, in the present scenario, the government is trying its best to examine the current intervention in bridging the gender, okay, and social gaps and identify focused strategies for effective inclusion. అంటే అందరూ చదువుకోవాలి, అందరూ highly educated ఉండాలి, అందరూ education continue చేయాలి. But still you could see that most of the students, they are not interested to continue because of their learning outcomes. They are losing interest. So the government wants to examine the reasons behind this. Why the students in the middle, they are dropping, they are considering for this dropout. Why they are not continuing? And they want to close this gap. They don't want the gap. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, promotion of languages. Much importance will be given to the content subject, whereas languages will not be given that importance. But here a multilingual society recognizes the importance of education in languages. While there are some interventions for appointment of language teachers and promotion of classical languages, which is our classical language. Which is
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit is a classical language, but there is no comprehensive scheme or language policy, and we need to have input on this dimension. And the promotion of languages undi, but still you could see that there is no policy or there is no scheme which is giving much importance to the languages. So ee scheme prakaram entante even the languages should be given importance. Okay. Now comprehensive education, ethics. What do you mean the comprehension? Comprehensive
Understanding.
That is comprehension. What do you mean the comprehensive? Okay. CCE అని అంటున్నాను. What do you mean by CCE?
Continuous comprehensive evaluation, madam.
Yeah, that is the full form of CCE. Okay, let me take it.
Observation.
Continuous. Is my voice audible?
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Continuous comprehensive evaluation is nothing but a child has to be assessed in all the areas. All the areas ante enti? What do you mean by all the areas? Not only in the academics, but in all the areas. Like it may be the physicals, it may be the art, craft, music, yoga. So curricular, extracurricular activities. So and co-curricular. Here continuous comprehensive is nothing but in all the areas. The child has to be assessed for the observation, for the projects, for the assignments, for the attitude, for the completion of the homework, for the completion of the any activity given, okay, and then in sports, art, craft. So all these things have to be continuous comprehensive evaluation. Comprehension is nothing but understanding. But when it comes to CCE, it is for that purpose 10 marks assignments, 20 marks internal marks, okay, then 40 marks for formative, then again observation will be there, homework will be there. And previously only paper pencil test was considered to assess the performance of the child. But now according to CCE, no child has to be assessed only on paper pencil test. He has to be assessed in all the areas. What are the other areas? Like he should be good at activities, he should be good in art, he should be good in physical this one, and he should be good in the practical. He should complete his homework, attitude, observation, seminar, debate, and did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Comprehensive education is nothing but ethics, physical education, arts and crafts, and life skills. And life skills, the child should be good at different skills, like we have empathy, critical thinking, creative thinking, then art and craft boundary, then even physical, the child should be good physically fit, and ethics. Okay, students should have the overall development. Please let me tell you, here continuous comprehensive evaluation wants the children to have overall development. Overall development is nothing but a child should be well aware of what is happening in the society. He should be able to face the society. He should be able to speak well. He should be able to understand. He should be physically fit. He should be mentally fit. Okay, fine. I'll continue. Okay, values, ethics. What do you mean by ethics? Ethical values and discipline. Okay.
Moral values.
Moral values. Okay. Appreciating arts, physical education, sports and life skills. Ivanni kuda it's a part and parcel of the school curriculum. నాకు మార్క్స్ 98% వచ్చి నాకు మాట్లాడడం సరిగ్గా రాదు, నాకు if I don't know how to speak, how to tell the answers, if I don't know how to give importance to the elders, how to be a part of the society, then I am fit for nothing. Marks are negligent. A child having overall development, even if he gets only 70%, he will be given more importance compared to the child who has scored 98%, but he doesn't have any other thing. Like he doesn't know the ethical value, he doesn't have the morals, if he is not physically fit and all, he will not be considered. But a child, a student who has scored only 70%, but if he has overall development, he knows how to give response, he knows how to present himself, he is able to interact, he is able to, if he is physically fit, okay, if he knows if he gives importance to the moral values and the ethical values, then definitely he will be given more importance to the compared to the student who has scored 98%. అందుకని పిల్లలకి ఎలా మాట్లాడాలి తెలియాలి, ఎలా ఒకరికి ఎవరితో ఎలా బిహేవ్ చేయాలని కూడా తెలియాలి. దట్ షుడ్ ఆల్సో బి ఇన్ పార్ట్ అండ్ పార్సల్ ఆఫ్ ద కరికులం. స్కూల్లోనే నేర్పిస్తారు, ఇంట్లో మనం నేర్పించాలి. బట్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ వీ షుడ్ టెల్ దెమ్ వాట్ ఈస్ గుడ్, వాట్ ఈస్ బ్యాడ్, హౌ టు బిహేవ్, హౌ టు గివ్ ఆన్సర్స్, హౌ టు ప్రెజెంట్ ఆన్సర్స్. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కాంప్రహెన్సివ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. Understood?
Yes, madam.
Okay. And views and suggestions for concerned methods and integration of sports, physical education, arts and crafts, functional skills for livelihood, and value education in school. Value education ante morals. Ante every child apart from knowing about the subject, he should be well aware of all the what is that life skills, value education. You can that value education. Inda leda? What is in the value education? You are writing in the period plans, na? Value education గురించి రాస్తున్నారు కదా. Vital
moral madam, moralistic.
అది మారల్లే. వైటల్ లో ఏముంటుంది మీకు? వాల్యూ దీంట్లో వస్తుంది. వాల్యూ నథింగ్ బట్ యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ మోరల్. ఓకే, అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీకు మ్యాథ్ లో ఉండదు, కానీ మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చూడండి. ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇన్ ద అదర్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఇన్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ యూ కుడ్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ లెసన్స్ వేర్ యూ హ్యావ్ సర్టెన్ మోరల్స్ ఇన్ ద లెసన్, లైక్ what is that unity in diversity, we have certain things. So alanti we should even that have to be included in the what is that, in our school curriculum, we have to tell them the importance of the value education, physical education, arts and crafts, functional skills. Okay, then functional skills is nothing but when you should know how to speak and all. Then livelihood, okay, sports, anni they should, apart from this academics, integration of sports, physical education, arts and crafts, functional skills for livelihood and value education in school curriculum. School curriculum lo books, the subjects to paatu, it has to be integrated with all these things. Did you get my point? అందుకని స్కూల్లో జాయిన్ చేయాలంటే గ్రౌండ్ ఉందా, ఎక్స్ట్రా ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా, కరాటే ఉందా, యోగా ఉందా, మెడిటేషన్ ఉందా, then abacus ఉందా, all these things. Why you people pay attention, give importance to that, all these things, because you'll be more interested only in the subjects which will be learned by your students. Nowadays no parent want their child to be only good in the subject. Even they want the overall development for that purpose. We see whether the child is whether the school has the activities or not, whether they go for the sports class is there or not, whether the karate, yoga, meditation, music, art అవి ఉన్నాయా, లేదా ఓన్లీ టైం టేబుల్ లో ఉన్నాయా, లేదా వాళ్ళు నిజంగానే will they consider, will they give chance for the students to take part in all these activities. So what happens is that when the child gets exposure of all these things, then you can see the overall development among the child. Okay, focus on child health. See, the Ministry of Health is focusing on promoting the child health through appropriate, like MDM has been included. Okay, MDM, what is that? Midday meal scheme has been included. Not only the good food, not only the free food will be given to all the students, but also nutritious food that will be monitored by a person. Okay, he will look into all hygiene of the kitchen. Okay, the integrated child development scheme also addresses the issues of the child health. There is, however, a need to the multi-sectoral intervention taken by the GOI Ministry, Government of India Ministries. Ante enti, regarding the betterment of the child, regarding the health issues of the child, the Government of India has taken many initiatives, and in that you have midday meal scheme and the integrated child development under WCD. World Child Care also addresses the issues of child health. The existing schemes need to be examined for their outcomes and improvement, including those of, for the theme seeks views and suggestions of how to ensure greater focus on child through improvements in existing schemes and suggest new holistic interventions. Ante ikkada entante, see, healthy mind and healthy body is what is that? What is the crop? What is the crop? What is that for, Baba?
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth కాదు. Healthy mind, healthy body is something. అంటే ఏంటి, మన if we are healthy, if our mind is healthy, then you could see the outcomes. అంటే ఏంటి, if by giving all the facilities, by using all the technologies, and even if the teachers are trained, okay, if the teachers are efficient, infrastructure boundary anta, but in case if the child does not maintain good health, then it is equal to zero. For that purpose, the government of India is trying its best to provide a good child health services. MDM is MDA by the government of Telangana, and here even integrated child development scheme has been started under WCD. Okay, World Child Development. Okay, where it concerns about the issues related to the child health. Okay, then the Government of Ministry. అంటే ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఈ థీమ్ లో ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఉండే థీమ్ కన్నా వేరే వాట్ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ థీమ్స్ హ్యావ్ టు బి యాడెడ్ ఫర్ ద బెటర్మెంట్ అండ్ ద అప్లిఫ్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద చైల్డ్ or children. Did you get my point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have finished this 13. Understood? I have told this 13. School themes ennunnayama 13. Ensuring learning outcomes ఒకటి. ఎందుకు learning elementary education లో ఏం చేయాలి, తర్వాత pressure on the secondary, strengthening of vocational education, రీఫార్మింగ్ స్కూల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఫర్ క్వాలిటీ టీచర్స్, ఇక్కడ రిఫార్మ్ చేయాలి. 10th స్టాండర్డ్ సిబిఎస్ఈ ఇక్కడ క్వాలిటీ టీచర్స్ గురించి చెప్పాను. దెన్ రూరల్ లిటరసీ గురించి చెప్పాను. దెన్ ఐసీటీ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేయాలని చెప్పాను. టెక్నాలజీ యూజ్ చేయాలి, పెడగాలజీస్ యూజ్ చేయాలని చెప్పాను. స్కూల్ స్టాండర్డ్, స్కూల్ అసెస్మెంట్ అండ్ స్కూల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఇక్కడ హెడ్ మాస్టర్, దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్, ఫ్లోర్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ అలా. దెన్ ఇన్ ఎనేబులింగ్ ఇన్క్లూజివ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అంటే ఎస్సీ ఎస్టీస్ అవన్నీ వాళ్ళని. ప్రమోషన్ ఆఫ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్, I said comprehensive education. Comprehensive education is nothing but life skills, physical education, ethics, okay, yoga. Then focus on child health. These are the 13 themes which comes under National Policy of Education 2015. It has 33 themes. In that we have discussed 13 themes related to the school education. Then remaining 20 themes we have related to the higher education. At higher education, ఇది ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ థీమ్స్ at school level ఉండేవి 13. There are 13 educational themes at school level and there are 20 educational themes at higher education level. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tomorrow అందరూ ఒక్కొక్కరు తీసుకోండి. ఈరోజు ఎంతమంది వచ్చారు మీరు? 11. And tomorrow will you turn up? ఎవరైనా చెప్పలేదు ఇంతవరకు?
Yes, madam. Yes.
ఎవరైనా చెప్పలేదు ఇంతవరకు సెమినార్? శివజ్యోతి నువ్వు చెప్పావా?
No, madam.
మరి చెప్పలేదంటే నువ్వు ఎందుకు ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? మానస నువ్వు? మానస
No, ma'am.
మరి ఎవరైనా చెప్పలేదంటే నువ్వు ఏం పెట్టుకున్నారమ్మా? అనంత
Textbook లేదు మ్యామ్ నా దగ్గర.
Okay. Will you tell or shall I tell?
You tell, madam.
What is Nitish? Completely sixer. I tell you. Then what you do? Neither you people are giving response, then I have to shout. Did you understand? Did you understand? Then ఎవరో ఒకరు పాపం మ్యామ్ ఇంతగా అరుస్తున్నారు కదా అని లావణ్యను ఇక్కడ ఎవరో సంథింగ్ ఎస్ మ్యామ్ యూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ టెలింగ్ ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
Madam,
No, ma'am. We are listening, ma'am.
No ma'am, we are listening అని. Okay, fine. I'll tell this. Okay, I need 2 more days.
ma'am, అలా కాదు మేడం. మేడం, what I said is allot. You allot, I said.
Okay, sorry. I went in other way. Okay. Now, Om Prakash, will you come sir tomorrow?
Yes, madam. Welcome.
Okay. మీరు ఒక పని చేయండి. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి?
మ్యామ్ నేను పెట్టేసా మేడం టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ది, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ ఇచ్చేసేయండి అందరికి.
ఓకే, మీరు ఏం చేయండి అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు అంతమంది ఇప్పుడు 1 to 10 లో ఇంకా 20 ఉంది కదా నాన్న, 1 to 10 తీసుకోండి. మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చింది ఎవరు కావాలి ఏం తీసుకోండి. ఐ విల్ నాట్ బికాస్ యూ సీ మీరు అంటే టుమారో ఓన్లీ 10 ఐ విల్ బి టెలింగ్ యూ. You choose only 10 and the remaining 10 day after tomorrow. Okay, that finishes the portion. So that 10 here 11 members are there. Okay, shall I give?
Yeah, you give, madam.
Okay. Lavanya, first one.
Yes, ma'am.
Then Manasa, second one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then
Okay, ma'am.
Shivajyoti, third one.
Okay, madam.
Then Bhargavi, fourth one. Bhargavi, she left, I suppose. Bhavani, నువ్వు fourth one తీసుకుంటానా?
Okay, ma'am.
Fourth నువ్వు. Okay. Then Madhavi, did you take fifth one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then Rachana, sixth one.
Okay, ma'am.
And then seventh one, Nitesh.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Eighth one, Om Prakash.
ఓకే మేడం.
ఓకే, మీరు 8 మెంబర్స్ తీసుకోండి, 9th 10th నేను చెప్పేస్తాను. ఓకే, ఒక్కొక్కరికి ఒక్కొక్కటే చాలు. మీరు ఏంటంటే టుమారో హార్డ్లీ దీస్ ఆర్ 3 lines. థింక్ ఓవర్ ఇట్ అండ్ యూ ట్రై టు జస్టిఫై దట్ పర్టికులర్ పాయింట్. అంటే మీరు ఏంటంటే కొంచెం ఎలాబరేట్ గా చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉంది
మ్యామ్ భాగ్యశ్రీ
పాడల్
భాగ్యశ్రీ is also there.
Bhagyashree, where is she? Yeah, Bhagyashree, you take the 9th one. భాగ్యశ్రీ వాళ్ళు నితీష్, నేను ఇప్పుడు ఎవరెవరికి ఏమేమి ఇచ్చారో గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టండి మీరు. ఓకే,
యా
అండ్ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఈదర్ సంఘమిత్ర ఆర్ సంఘమిత్ర కన్వర్టేసే.
సరే మేడం.
ఓకే, దెన్ విల్ సీ. అంటే మీరు చెప్పకుండా నేను జస్ట్ ఐ గెట్ రెడీ విత్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్, బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ వాంట్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ సైడ్. Hardly 3 lines are there. You prepare well and come. You little bit you elaborate it. If you don't understand, of course I'll be there to help you out. Okay? Is it okay, Om Prakash?
ఓకే మేడం.
Okay then. Okay, Anna. Bye. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Don't
Thank you, ma'am.
Don't get panic. మానస, శివజ్యోతి ఎవరెవరికి ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం ఫస్ట్ టైం ఏం లేదు, మీరు అక్కడ ఏముందని అర్థం చేసుకోండి. మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ తో అడగండి ఇది ఏంటి అని, డిస్కస్ చేసి రండి. ఓకే, అయ్యో నాకు రాదు కదా ఫీలింగ్ లో కాదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మీరు అర్థం కాకుండా మీరు ఏంటంటే మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ తో అడగండి, లేదా మ్యామ్ ఇది రాలేదు మ్యామ్ అని మీరు చెప్పండి డెఫినెట్లీ. కానీ ఏంటంటే మీరు చెప్పాలి, ఐ నీడ్ సెమినార్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ సైడ్. దిస్ ఇస్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే,
Okay, madam.
నితేష్ భాగ్యశ్రీ 9th, సంఘమిత్ర 10th. ఓకే,
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
okay then, fine. Okay then, have a good day. Fine.